Happy 4th of July, everyone, from Dunrovin Ranch, Montana. It's a great day for a 4th of July celebration, although it's a little bit of a sad day at Dunrovin as well, because yesterday our smallest chick, Hoot, passed. As all of you know who have been watching the nest camera, it's been a rather brutal summer for young Hoot. His older siblings, Honk and Hero, were relentless in their bonking and pecking at him, and I know it was difficult to watch, and I know many of you have had questions and concerns about why we did not possibly try to interfere. And I wanted to reassure you that we felt the same angst and the same concern for his health as you did, but it's not possible for us to interfere. Number one, it's illegal, and number two, it's not effective. There's no rescue group nearby that we could take a chick to where they could rehabilitate him and return him to the wild. And ospreys are notoriously difficult to rescue in the wild, from the wild, and put in any kind of a domestic situation. That doesn't mean that it wasn't hurtful to watch Hoot pass. And I want to reassure you that Hoot's name will appear on our signs underneath the pole so that we will always remember him. And I wanted to say something to my community members, my Days at Dunrovin community members. I wanted to thank you for all of the support and the lovely comments that you have been putting on my posts where I commemorate Hoot and try to explain the situation. I just feel so privileged to be watching these ospreys in your company. You've all been so supportive of us and supportive of the birds, and understanding that this is nature's way. You know, we can't impose our own ethics or our own sense of judgment on these birds. These birds are doing exactly what nature wants them to do. The older siblings are not mean, they're just surviving. And as you can see, every year there are different challenges that these birds face. And even though we don't know why or how, Hal has been trying very hard to bring enough fish for his family, and up until a couple of days ago he was succeeding, and Hoot was getting just enough to get along. But this just shows you the difference between 1 and 2 fish a day can make all the difference in the life of a young chick. And I think the big reminder for all of us is that, you know, resources are uncertain in this world, and we must do our part as stewards to conserve the resources for these wonderful animals, not just the osprey, but for all of the animals with whom we share the world. So it is with sadness that we say goodbye to Hoot. I also want to say that I don't know what will become of Hoot's body in the nest. We will not go up and retrieve it. Again, that would be illegal for us to do. I have notified the scientists in case they have any interest in taking the body for any reason whatsoever. But if they do not, we cannot. And we will just have to see what the ospreys themselves do. This is the second time we have lost a chick, the youngest chick at the osprey nest, our osprey nest. I think people remember back in 2014, our youngest chick, Shadow, also passed. We were able to retrieve the body in that case because it happened before the scientists came up to band the chick. This happened just after the banding, so they are not scheduled to come for any other reason. So I'm not exactly sure what will happen. We'll all have to learn together how the osprey will react. But I just wanted to say thank you. Thanks to all of you for hanging in there and for sharing this sorrow with me, but also for sharing the learning and the concern and the continued love of these birds, regardless of whether they fit our idea of what a family should do. I know that many of you think that Harriet should be feeding equally, but that's not the way of ospreys. As my husband pointed out in the blog that he wrote, sibling rivalry is a key part of raptor survival. Instead of giving each chick a little bit, it is better in terms of survival that 1 or 2 chicks get the most so that they are sturdy and strong and healthy when they fledge. Otherwise, none of them would survive. So it may seem cruel to us, but it's a very effective way for the osprey population to continue. And I think all of us know and understand and respect that. Anyway, I hope that the rest of your 4th of July is joyful. I want to thank our veterans who may be watching for your service to our country, and wish everybody a great 4th of July. Thank you for joining me. Bye.